Thanks for staying with us here on Blitz on Windstream Channel 4. I'm Brian Carter, now at White County High School with head football coach for the Warriors, Gregg Segraves. Coach, we've had you on here a couple times last year, and as always, we're glad to have you on the show.
Thank you, Brian. I appreciate y'all coming over and glad to be here.
Now, Coach, you opened the season with high expectations. Everyone pretty much thought you guys were going to be a major contending team. And so far, you played some pretty good football. You're 3-1 going into your bye week before you played Lumpkin. Talk about, at this point in the season, where you thought you would be with your 3-1 record.
Well, we're proud to be right here at 3-1. Obviously, we'd much rather be 4-0. Felt like we had a chance to beat a good Gainesville team and let it slip away when they brought A.J. Johnson there and run the gorilla package. But other than that, we're real pleased. We've beaten some good teams. Oconee was a good football team. East Jackson's a good football team, and West Hall can certainly do some things as well. But so we're pleased to be at 3-1 and coming off a win going into the bye.
Now, no question the Warriors are one of the teams to beat in AAA this year. But you had a little bit of a slow start against East Jackson to start the season, and that really tough game against Gainesville. They're always tough, even in a down year for them. Talk about how you were able to rebound from those two games into your game against West Hall.
Well, I think one thing that we did is we took our offensive line, we made some adjustments. We moved actually 4 out of the 5 kids. We moved to a completely different position. I think that helped us offensively. I think Coach Flowers and defensive staff have made some adjustments and do some good things. And I think also, just the kids believing. After coming off that loss with Gainesville, and they come out the next week with an unbelievable work ethic, and I think that made a difference too.
Now, your son, Cole Segraves, he's the quarterback. He's primed to be a big-time recruit under center. I've heard a lot of speculation about where he could go here in a couple of years after his senior year. It helps that maybe he's ambidextrous, which I had just found that out not too long ago. Talk about where, first of all, with the ambidextrous thing, how that might help him in any way in his game, but also where's the ceiling on his potential and where do you think he's at right now?
Well, one thing, he's got a long way to go. I mean, he does, but he's getting better every day. Coach Cantrell works with him extremely hard, our quarterback coach. And the ambidextrous thing, he's been doing that ever since he was like 5 years old. He throws a baseball right-handed and left-handed. The problem with the football, it just takes so much time to get the fundamentals down that you can't do everything right-handed and left-handed. So, he'll work some rollouts to the left and maybe some screen passes, quick throw to the right. But other than that, he pretty much sticks with his right hand football. And then when he plays baseball, he pretty much sticks with it with the left hand now. So he plays baseball as a lefty and football as a righty. But, I just want him to keep getting better every day and just keep working hard. And that's all you can ask of a young kid.
Now, how special is it for you to be coaching both Cole Segraves, your son, and then also Cam Segraves, who's a senior wide receiver? How special is that to coach both of them and not just have them on your team and playing, but also succeeding at this level?
Well, it is special, Brian. I treat him just like one of the other guys, but the truth is it's a lot of fun because there was a lot of times where I didn't get to see a lot of their games. I was doing what I'm doing now, and so it is special to have them come through and be a part of the program and get to spend time with them, and it's special.
Now, I know it's early. You still got some big games. Obviously, Lumpkin coming up. They look legit. You've got North Hall on the schedule and Franklin County. Some tough games ahead for you. But at this point, in Region 8 AAA, you've got that region playing game to end your season. Is it too early to kind of who do you want to pencil in at that date?
I'm going to tell you, Brian, our sub-region is so strong that we can't do anything but take one game at a time. And right now, we're going to focus extremely hard on Lumpkin County because, you look at Lumpkin, Franklin, Stevens, North Hall, Chestatee, any of those teams can be in the top 3. And if you're not in the top 3 of the playing game, it's going to take a lot of excitement away. And, we want to be one of those teams. And obviously, one of the goals that our players set at the beginning of the year was to be, win a region championship. So hopefully, that's what we're working to play for a region championship.
Now, you've heard about it by now, and you knew I was going to ask about it, but Ashley Lowry, he's become, I guess, getting his name out there a little bit was on ESPN thanks to a YouTube video. Talk about he straight up hurdled a guy against West Hall. Talk about that play in general.
Well, he just a phenomenal athlete and just an unbelievable play. And I don't know if you saw the whole thing. It was actually a busted play, a bad snap, and the ball fumbled around. Mm-hmm. He picked it up off the ground and just went opposite field and tried to get what he could get. And then all of a sudden just leaped over that guy. Just incredible. And we've seen just amazing plays from him for the last 4 years, and that's just another one. And and ended up on YouTube and Sports Center. It's pretty phenomenal and a good thing for White County, a good thing for Ashley Lowry.
Now, did it surprise you at all that the publicity that video would get?
It did. I think that tape slid out of my house by one of my sons and got to one of his friends, and they got it on YouTube. I think is how it got started. But then all of a sudden it's got hit after hit after hit, and the number one hits, and then the phone was ringing off here, and we're just telling people, hey, we want to get ready for Oconee County.
Yeah.
But it's good for him. It's some good exposure. He's a great athlete, and I think Kentucky's got a good player.
Yeah, I was actually about to ask you that. I was going to end and just have one more question for you. With him getting that recruitment thing out of the way, signing to play with the Wildcats next year, probably on the defensive side of the ball, though we maybe couldn't rule out offense also when he goes there. But have you seen a difference in the way he's played since he's made that decision?
He has. The Gainesville game, he was cramping up and didn't play his best game. But since then, he's just been playing just some great football, on both sides of the football, on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively, but just running extremely hard. And he's a big asset to our football team and a good leader as well.
Well, Coach, thank you so much again for being with us on the show. We always enjoy having you on here.
Thank you, Brian.
Thanks. And when we come back, we're going to be in the studio. We're going to have some football highlights from a couple of Haber Central games and the Player of the Week coming up next.